Alright, we're back with everyone's favorite game, I'm sure, by now. We're going to be looking at some servers, reviewing them a little bit. So the servers in question, I just grabbed these first two from some server listings. Personally, I'm very picky when it comes to my servers. I like custom features, a lot of custom things, custom plugins or custom functions, or data packs, I should say. I feel as though the servers have gotten a little bit stale. You go on any server site, you've got your generic PvP, your generic survival. There's very little difference. So we're going to hop into these, and I'm going to give them 3 ratings. The first will be based on the builds, how well put together the map is. The second will be on the mechanics, whatever that is. Like I said, I look for the use of functions, commands, custom plugins, things of that nature. And then the third factor will be my own personal enjoyment. So obviously that's highly opinion based, but with the combination of these 3 scores, I will rank each of them out of 10. So, without further ado, why don't we jump into this first one? It seems like it's the more happening one of the two at the moment. 44 out of 45. Excellent, they saved me a slot. Alrighty, off to a pretty good start with the resource pack. As that loads in, what do we got? Love it. Got the gold Mario coin. Not bad. Chat disabled during the intro. I can dig that. Welcome to Ventureland. Good. I'm liking this so far. Weight, gold, gems. Oh, that's neat. So it looks like there's actually a weight limit with your items. Generally, I don't like restrictive functions in that nature. I might explain it a little bit more in a bit here, but things that restrict the your functionality in the game beyond the restrictions in normal survival is kind of, I don't like that. I like restrictions on becoming overpowered, let's say, rather than restrictions that are just piled on top of your normal gaming experience. But we'll see how it goes here. So mechanics-wise, it's looking pretty solid already. I can't say I've seen this before. The builds are looking pretty good. I'm a sucker for natural builds. As a matter of fact, this looks very much like something I might build on one of my servers. Explore the world, kill mobs, do quests, defeat bosses, get better gear, level up. All right, I can stand by that. Right click with the sign. Okay. Oh, so this is like a class selection. All right. Off to a very good start. Sword, scythe. Why does this? Well, I guess a hoe does kind of look like a scythe, but okay, no, they are textured. Okay. It was just, that's just so close to a. Yeah, I see it now. So it looked close to just a garden hoe, but I see it. All right. Ranged weapon, deals damage, scythe. I have a friend who would pick this scythe in a heartbeat, but as for me, the wand's, feeling the wand's pretty powerful, but I'm gonna have to go with the sword. Oh, what was that? Oh, it has like a Windcraft kind of system here. Okay. Alright, I'm liking this. Alright. I also like how you can just experiment it with right off the bat. A couple servers I've been on, you can't use the abilities until you either gain knowledge, you get a skill scroll. Nothing wrong with that for advancing abilities, but it's refreshing just to hop in and be able to use the skill right off the bat. Ooh, deep wound. All right. Oh, I think I saw something. Oh yeah, that's cool. So they use the XP bar as a skill recharge. I've done something similar to that too. I didn't work with it prior because it was kind of hard to manipulate, being that you couldn't give yourself negative experience and things of that nature. I don't know if that's changed. I might have to look into that. Okay, I just did that. So is there only one ability? Seems like I only have one ability at the moment. Are those other ability slots though, or this is looking pretty good? I'll leave any parts where I discover interesting mechanics, but I'll probably cut the video here. I'm really digging the builds here. It's very nice. Okay, stone sword. All right. 18, 9 to 22, crit chance, tier 2, weight 15. All right, yeah, this has definitely piqued my interest. This is very cool. I'm not gonna lie, the first RPG server that I made, it was actually Mist of Greenan, and I actually reset the player data a couple of times because people just got overpowered. And it's not like I don't mind people getting overpowered, but it was because of my awful game design that they got overpowered. I didn't fully understand several mechanics, stats, and everything, and there was a certain set of gear you could get, and it was just completely broken. Like, as soon as you got it, it was almost impossible for you to lose. Like, nothing could do damage to you, not a player, not monster. So I naturally started making the bosses stronger to deal with it, and added some more damaging gear so other players could deal with it. But it's power creep 101. So, but anyway, step into the portal to begin. So that was the tutorial. Very nice, very concise. Just lets you swat stuff immediately. There's not a wall of text. Very, very nice. I can appreciate that. Very well put together. So it looks like, oh, you start at the shore. All right. Yeah, this is really reminding me of Windcraft. Just the open world, the paths, open farm here. I mean, this looks like a location in Windcraft. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I got a couple more items here. So weight. So it's all added weight. I'm still doing pretty good though. I'm only about a fourth the way there. It's very nice. My windmills are always one floor, a little chubbier. Like this. Yep. Loot crate. Can I use the wand? Tier 3 item. No target. Oh. Alright. I need some cannon fodder here to test a theory of mine. So we have some zombie friends here. One of them is... Okay. Oh, wow. Alright, that is a definite plus. So, that is better than Windcraft. So in Windcraft, when you select a class, you are restricted to using that class's weaponry, gear, and everything like that. It seems in here, if you find a weapon you want to use, you can go ahead and use it. You're not restricted by class. I really love that. I love being able to switch between different weapon types. It's very nice. Skill's pretty good. Weapon attachment. Oh, okay. What is this? Drag and drop. Okay. Oh, man, I love that. So, the current map I'm working on, Mr. Green, I've got a similar mechanics such as this. I just use the normal enchanting books, but you can also refine weapons, and that gives you extra effects. But I love that, being able to just add stuff. That was easy. I just dropped that on, and I can see now you've got different slots. So it looks like you got an enchantment slot and then 2 attachments, and I just took up an attachment slot. I'm willing to bet they probably have a way to clear the slots too. Maybe you pay gold for that. But that's cool. Weapon slots to increase stuff. So I get more XP now too. Does it list my XP somewhere though? Okay, speak of it. And there it is. Level 1. Wands level 1. Okay. Alright, so as you level up, you get access to different abilities, and it seemed every time you complete a task, you can get an item. Can I get it this time? Oh, okay, so the rewards are 400 gold. Good. Good. Man, I'm getting all the gold. Oh, you can level up your skills with just XP. Okay. Mace, axe, scythe, dagger. I did not see all these at the main. Okay. Wow, looks like there's a lot more to explore here. I like that. And also these textures. They look, a lot of them look vanilla, but they're very subtle. I like it. They kind of blend into the normal game experience. They're not over the top 3D models like Windcraft and myself do. I can appreciate that too. This is all right. Yeah, this is great. All right, so I've been playing for a bit now. So overall, builds, I'd have to give this. See, it's odd, it's colorful, it's very creative. The style is very much like my own. I'd have to give it it's probably a 10. I don't see any problem with it. It's great. So there's the builds. The mechanics I also love. It has a very Windcraft-like vibe to it, but there's aspects I actually like more than Windcraft. I guess the best way to describe it is there's less bureaucracy with your getting stronger, leveling up your skills. You can hear it's very much you have complete control over how your weapons and your armor and everything else develops. Whereas in Windcraft, it's a little more out of your hands, or you have to grind more to get it. But I've got better gear here. I also love that you can use different types of weapons, so you're not locked in with what you choose at the beginning. I really like that versatility. And it looked like they had even more weapon types than you started with. So, as far as I'm concerned, the mechanics is a major win. Definitely, probably a 9.5 out of 10. There's just a couple things. It's pretty intuitive, but I don't know how a couple of the mechanics work completely. I'm sure that'd be remedied with time. I've only been playing for a few minutes here, but overall, it's very positive. In terms of my personal enjoyment, I don't know. I might come back and check this out. I'm kind of digging it. I might put it right there with Windcraft. It's really good. I might even get some ideas for my map out of here. In terms of personal enjoyment, based from what I've seen, definitely a 9.8, I would have to say. So, with that all in mind, the final score is, drumroll please, a 9.8. Definitely highly recommend. Alright, we're going to move on to the second one, Medieval Lords of Minecraft. Townie, ranks, RPG system, bosses, creative. Not so sure about this one. The townie and the ranks makes it seem like it's going to be just kind of a tricked out survival with MCMMO. But let's see what we got here. Okay, so start off. Welcome to the server. I've seen that more times than I care to admit. Need to get out of here. What on earth is going on? Chat sending is disabled. Okay. Okay, so they start you off right in the action here. Help, use the help out message to alert staff. Okay. Do not go in this room. Alright. Well, why don't we just use the fancy dancy mechanics here. Ah. Here's something coming from the floors above. Ooh. And who would store TNT in their basement? You are being attacked. Left click this quest and I can teach you the basics of combat. You'll need it to survive. Alright. Use slash skills and left click the sword sweep ability to level it up. Hold on. Skills. First strike. Well, it said sword sweep, but these are weird icons. Yeah, no resource pack here. Type set skills to open your skill menu and send your skill points on sword sweep by left clicking the ability. Okay. Alright. Does it say how many skill points I got here?
Bitch, is you blind?
Let's look over here at the Lord board. I like the... That kind of rolls off the tongue. HP, 2020, MP, 1111, alright. Level 1, gold, XP. Kind of a similar layout to the last server. So we leveled it up. Okay. Not gonna lie, the method at which you do this is a little clunky. I kind of like the cooldown with the item there. It's also clever way to use it. It looks like as you get skills, the skills go in the slots with the green, and then you switch from your weapon to that slot to activate the skill. I'm not gonna lie, really clunky, and I really wish they would have made the 3 slots at the start here. I always just put the weapon I'm using in the first slot. It's just easier for me to access it. Alright, here's the exit. Alright, well let's blow this pop stand. Let's get out of here. That's a bit weird. They show you how to use your sword skills. There's nothing there to actually hit, though. Oh, I'm on a ship. Alright. Alright. Very nice. Toggle your bar with slash bar. Oh, okay. Can I move this? Okay. Alright, so that's good. So what happens if your inventory is all the way full and you've got your hotbar full and you toggle your bar back on? I wonder if you'll drop stuff or if it'll just get overridden. I like that you're able to toggle it on and off. That's good. If you're not a big skill person, you just can get by with just whacking things. I suppose you'll be able to store more. Use sword sweep by pressing 2. Okay, so I've been focusing on the mechanics a bit. I suppose I should talk about the builds here. Ships very big. I can respect that. Building ships is a little tedious. It's not the most detailed thing I've seen, but it's pretty good. Oh, I think we have...
Disappointed!
Escape the burning ship. Okay. That was an abrupt... Oh, alright. Well, I guess we're abandoning ship. How do I abandon ship? I can't jump off. There's barriers. I'm not a big fan of barriers, I must say. The ship will collapse any minute. Oh, okay. Alright. Got like a Zeppelin. It's a little blocky, like the ship, but it's pretty good. Lost no height there. The instructions, everything's a lot more condensed here. It doesn't flow as well as the last one. Although they keep saying you can hit tutorials, so I don't think I saw a command like that in the last one, but I don't feel like I need a tutorial for the last one. It was just very intuitive, the controls and everything. I knew the skill system as soon as I right-clicked and saw it. I knew how to use it. This, on the other hand, is a little more unintuitive. Okay, so it announces I'm in a town. Okay, now I get the welcomes.
Hello there.
Nah. Okay, so it seems like it is a bit of a survival world here. Oh, I can't use it in this world. Huh? Quest world. Demolish. Okay, so it seems as though they keep them separate. Creative world, prestige world, noble rank, towny world. So apparently it looks like you have a basic survival world where you go about mining stuff, doing things of that nature. Towny world where you can build and set up your base in whatever town with your friends. And then you have the quest world, which is the one where you can use your skills. Gonna be honest, I don't really like how they keep them separate. Like, I'd love to be able to use these RPG skills in the towny and survival worlds. Just saying. I'm not exactly sure why they would go through the trouble of separating them. Server shop. So this is all a lot more familiar to me. This is basic survival server. As for the spawn area here, it's built pretty well. I like the color palette. It doesn't have the same level of detail as the last server. Like I said, it looks fine. It's built odd. I can't really complain about it, but it's natural aspects. Got some spots on the ground. It's pretty good. The building itself is a little plain, at least on the outside. The inside here looks pretty good. So this server, from what I've seen, let's start with the builds. Like I was just saying, I don't have anything wrong with them. Looks pretty good, if not a little plain. The colors are good. I don't see anything eye-bleeding. Even the natural areas, same deal. This garden's a little thick, but a little too square for me. For my liking, I like things a little more natural looking. It's pretty good. It's definitely passable. I think I'll give the builds 7 out of 10. It's pretty good, a little bit plain. So mechanic wise, here's the kicker. It looks like it runs pretty smooth. I can't say I've ever seen a system like this. And they've got the custom skills. Definitely puts it above MC MMO, but like I said, it's a little unintuitive. Like, I'm glad they had those tutorials there, because it's a lot more unintuitive. Just right-clicking your weapon, with the different combinations, kind of Windcraft style. Like, that's very, like, you hop in and you can instantly do it, like you saw before. Being able to toggle the bar is nice. I like that. That's pretty good. It cuts into your inventory space. From what I've seen, there's not really any enhancement methods for your weaponry. I've just been playing for a few minutes, so obviously I wouldn't know too much about it. But I don't know. It's different. Definitely got to give you props for that. I always love to see things that kind of break out of the mold. They have your generic stuff going here, which is nothing wrong with it. Generally, I like to have a mix of, essentials, maybe MC, MMO, but then kind of put my own features on top of that. But I don't like how they have it separate. I feel like you should be able, all these worlds should be one. Like, you should have a world where you're able to use skills and then kind of form towns. Maybe keep the RPG world separate for the quest. It's kind of hard to distribute quest NPCs in just an endless survival world. So maybe do that. I don't know, maybe you'd have like central towns where people could go to, but I feel like they could have knocked this down to just 2 worlds, and a survival world and the RPG world. And I really would like it if they would let you carry over your RPG skills and stats and everything you acquire there over to the survival. That would make it a lot more fun. So with all that in mind, mechanics wise, probably going to give it a 6. Like I said, they had custom stuff that I haven't seen. That's pretty much all the basis of what I ask, is things are a little bit different. I get sick of hopping on the servers and seeing the same old plugins, the same old, nonsense running. So it's always refreshing when I see something that breaks the mold even a little bit. That said, I don't feel as though it was executed to the fullest. Like I said, this bar here to use skills, it's very, very clunky. As you can see there was even, it seems like there's a little bit of lag here. I noticed it before when I tried to toggle my bar. If you're in a fight and you're surrounded by mobs, especially in like the RPG, and it's like higher level mobs, bosses, like you do not want a refractory period on just activating your skills. I don't know if it is lag or if that's just the way it works. Code isn't optimized. I don't know what it is. Cooldown is also very long for what I'm assuming is a starter level skill here. Although I saw you can rank the skill up, so maybe that gets shorter, but the lag with activating it is not put for a good combination starting off with. So that's the mechanics. Definite 6. Overall, I was just in here a little bit. I can't say I would probably play this outside of this review. I like the other one a lot. This one, I don't know, I might tinker with it a little bit more, see how the functions work, but it's not particularly drawing me in. The tutorial at the start was it didn't flow. You're in a very, very tight space, and when they were showing you how to use your skills, there wasn't even any enemies to hit, to test it out on. So, I don't know. It has potential, but it really isn't working for me at the moment. Another thing is I couldn't clearly read the NPCs. Like, the first server blocked out the chat, which is very good. They didn't even really have any tell-raws or anything going, giving you instructions. This one did. Most of theirs was floating text, which is pretty easy to read, especially in such a wide, empty area that we started with. This one, everything was very condensed. It was in the chat. It was on signs that I came across. It's very difficult to get the message. Also, the fact that the boat was collapsing and you had to get out of there. Adding the story like that, it's good, but especially looking at all the worlds, it's like, okay, what was the point of that story? Like, I had to get out of there, and then as soon as I got out of there, I can just go to the survival world and just do normal survival, and I don't even get the RPG skills that I just learned there. So, I don't know. It all doesn't mesh well. It almost feels like they kind of just put the RPG mechanic out, and besides that, they're just having a normal survival. And, someone just wanted to attach a story to it. So, overall enjoyment on here, I'd have to give it probably a 4. Like I said, it didn't really grab me. I really liked the last one. It was very... I enjoy Windcraft. The last one was very Windcraft-esque, but it had a couple features that I liked even more. Mainly the ability to enhance your weapons yourself without having to expend money. You just come across enchantments or attachments, and you can just add it to your weapon. I like that. And it felt very organic how they introduced it all. and you could see how it all worked, and there were clear instructions, and it was easy to understand. I almost didn't even have to read the instructions. It just came naturally. In here I feel like I'm going to have to look at the tutorial 10 times before I finally get it down. So, yeah. So for an overall score for this server, I would be a 5.7. If you like normal survival a little bit more and then just like to play RPG a little bit on the side, and you got the time to read through all of these tutorials, I'd give it a shot. But yeah, not for me. It's passable. It's definitely better than your cookie cutter server listings you find on Planet Minecraft or whatever. But it's just okay. But anyway, that was the review. I hope it was semi-informative, semi-entertaining. Yeah, I think we'll end it there. Thank you for watching.